Hello everyone, it's Sue from Crafts to Enjoy and welcome to my craft from today. Today I'm making some Easter projects. I must apologise, it's not a very nice day down here today and I've got all my lights none on, but you might get a bit of a shadow, so I can hope you can see what I'm doing okay. So I wanted to show you the process for making, I'm going to do like a, oh dear, a mini milk carton, and then I'm going to make it a bit of a difference. So nothing new about the mini milk carton, I just wanted to show you the way that I've worked out the process of making it that size. So I've measured the width, taken my cream egg, and or whatever your different egg you're using. I've gone 1.5 inches, I think it is the width, and the length. I've done about 2.5 to give it a bit of room to close the top of the box. I could have done it a little bit shorter if I wanted to, but I decided to do that, make it a little bit bigger. So I've taken a piece of daffodil delight card that is 6 inches by 6.25 inches. No, 6.5 inches even. And on the, let's get my measurements around the right way. On the 6-inch side, we're going to score at 1.5. 6-inch side, score at 1.5, 4, and obviously it's got the 6 there. And on the 6.5 side, you're going to score at 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6. I missed out a line there somewhere. I've just done my notes then. I've missed out a line. I have 5, should be 5.5. That's it. 5.5. So I'll just go through those lines again. So on the 6-inch side, it's 1.5, 4, 5.5. On the 6.5-inch side, it's 1/2 inch, 2 inches. Oh, I'm going to turn that the other way. Sorry. Really confusing everyone. On the 6.5-inch side, 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6. So I hope that makes sense. I will put it on my blog, all the measurements, so don't worry about that. I've got a bit of a cold as well, so I found a bit. We're plodding on. We're plodding on. So it's really important that you get to take a really good bone folder and go over all your lines. So the top one that is 1/2 inch. Is going to be the one that folds back, so that will all become clear when I've come to put it together. But it does make a real good difference to the finish of your box. It just looks a lot neater. So on my, that's where my box is going to come together. On the front, that's going to be my back of my box, where that is. On my front of my box, I wanted to cut a little sort of aperture, so or a hole with my framelits, which I have around here somewhere. I use my framelits quite a lot. I just had them out a second ago and I've lost them. Did I put them back? I must have put them back. No, I haven't put them back. They were here a second ago. I'm moving everything around now. What have I done with them? I had framelits here. Oh, there you go. There we go. So, I had 2 ready for the next little colour I was going to come up with. So yes, that's that bit done. So then I wanted to cut, that's our box sort of basically made. Before I start putting it together, I wanted to cut a hole on this side, which is my front, which is going to be my framelit here. So I wanted one that wasn't too big to take too much, because sometimes you lose the strength of the box. So I'm just going to pop that through the Big Shot. And I'll just bring my Big Shot in quickly. And that, because obviously I do have a magnetic platform, it really helps with positioning. So especially something like this, so I want that about kind of there-ish, so about there, I think. Hopefully that doesn't move when I put that down. My plates are a little bit warped, so I've really got to get some new ones, and a Big Shot around the right way might help. So I'm going to pop that through my Big Shot. It's quite normal to make cracking noises and all sorts. So, and while I've still got my Big Shot here, I'm going to take that out. And I wanted to put round it a little bit of an edge. So, here's how I'm going to make that edge. So I'm taking the same size framelit that I'm just using. And I've got some cream egg colour matching. So kind of gorgeous grapes. That's not too far off. I've got a scrap of that. So I'm going to put that through first. And then I'm going to go round it again. Is it that way? That way first. Then I want to make a little frame. So, yeah, we're going to do that one first. That's the inside first. It's a bit of Big Shot work, but it's not too bad. definitely worth it. It gives a really nice window sort of finish to it on the end. It's quite pretty. So that's that bit done. I'm just going to move my big shot out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So I've got a scrap of card. I've put my same one as I've done onto there, and then I'm going to put over the top of it the scallop edge one. So because it nests, it's going to fit perfectly. So I'm just going to position that over there, put my top bit on, and again put that through my big shot. So you will, let's get my big shot out of the way so I'm not fighting it anywhere. So obviously now we have made a pretty little frame to go around our aperture. So I'm just going to put those framelets out the way, back in there, otherwise I'll be losing them on my desk. I could save that bit for another one. Oh, actually that might give me an idea for something else. Oh, being thrifty. Yeah, so that's done. So now I'm going to cut up to put my box together. Got my frame and everything done. So I'm going to put my box together, and I'm going to cut up all the score lines. I tend to do mine from the sort of inside of the box. So and I do it kind of on the raised bit. Can you see that where I've gone over made my score of my lines? I tend to do it on the raised bit so it looks quite neat, and I'm going to really neatly do it up to the first score line. So this is obviously the 1.5 inch edge, and there's 4 panels type thing. And also we don't need the skinny bit on the edge, so I'm going to cut that off. I tend to do mine at an angle like so it looks quite neat. So then I'm going to put my box together with some, I like to use glue, or a bit of wet glue. Purely because I think for me it just gives me a teeny bit of wiggle room. Wiggle room sometimes is important when you're doing boxes, so you can get it nice and flush and make sure it's all going to be okay. So I'm going to put mine together like so, and then I just kind of let the glue grab for about a few seconds, double check it's all lined up, and then obviously I could put it down flat and just double check it's going to be, it helps to make the box sort of quite square. So I've done mine like that, and by the time I've done these couple of little bits, really it's kind of more or less ready. So I'm going to work on the way that's my front of my box, so I've got the aperture, and this is my back of my box. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on each side, well, on each side just to hold it, and that bit is going to be my, I think I should have gone the other bit first, but I'm not, there we go. You're not going to see it underneath, so that looks quite cute. I'm going to get my bone folder in, and where's it gone? My bone folder in, and just go over the edge of that a little bit so it helps to get the bottom in straight. And then I'm going to attach my teeny little frame, because that looks quite cute. And all I'm going to do, I've got my silicone mat here, and I'm just going to put a little teeny dabble of glue. Oh, I've got enough glue on there. There we go. Don't squeeze it too much, otherwise too much will come out. My messy mat I tend to use quite a lot. My silicone mat is quite useful, so just for things, sort of really fiddly things like this. But I think it's definitely worth doing that little extra step, because it will make it look quite nice. There we go. So I've got a teeny frame around my edge, so that looks quite cute, all sort of cream egg matching. And I'm going to bring my box together, and all I'm going to do is just push it. Oh, have I gone over that scored line? Yeah, I did do that. So it should just come together a bit, and I just give it a little bit of a squeeze. Sometimes you can go sort of do scored lines, but I've not worried about this because I just want it to be a little bit more sort of domed-y looking. So it looks a bit like that on the sides, so it comes sort of together like that. To hold it together, I'm going to put a library clip on it. These I could have done, sometimes I make holes and put ribbon through. This time I wanted to use one of the clips. I know the person I'm giving it to wants one of these clips because they're admiring them. So it's a bit of a, oh, there you go. There's a clip for you. So I wanted to put that, I'm going to go a bit OTT on this. So I wanted to make it a bit more. So I've got some of the Gingham Gala DSP, and it's 6x6 pack, and in there comes the matching Daffodil Delight. So I've got big check or small check, and I think I'll prefer the small check. So I'm going to put 3 panels on, because obviously we've got a front here, 1, 2, 3. So I've cut these, and these are, I think they were 1.25 inches by 1.5 inches, I think it was. Yeah, oh no, 2.25, sorry, yeah, because that measures. I've just taken a 1/4 inch off on the measurings, so it'll fit neatly round. So I'm just going to attach my panels. So you've got a real shadow there coming. It's a bit of a nuisance. I'm just going to attach them so it looks quite Easterish, and Easter's only this Sunday, so not very long away now. But these aren't too bad projects. Someone else is going to get this who's quite special, so I don't mind. I've done some quick projects and some ones that take a bit more longer. So I haven't had to make too many of these. But you know, if you have more time, you could. So that is my egg. So I'm going to pop my egg in my box, and it fits. So I'm going to twizzle it round a bit so you can see Cadbury's cream egg from there. So it looks a bit like a shop, sort of like a box that Cadbury's cream eggs come in. So, and then I thought I'm going to put a bunny on it. I'm going a bit mad here. So ahead of time, I have stamped out some bunny pieces. So I've done a bunny body, a bunny head, and I've chosen it's great this, because you just it gives you different expressions for your bunny. So I've done a sort of winking bunny. So that's so cute, isn't it? So a little a boy's gonna, and I've also cut out and I've just coloured in the a carrot. So I'm gonna somehow, I'm not quite sure how yet, and I've done the little paws. They're so cute. And because the chap's gonna get a bit, well, a boy's gonna be getting this, I wanted to colour in his ears blue. So I've chosen a balmy blue, and I've just got a marker pen here. It's one of the Stampin' Right markers. I use mine so much, just as for quick things. So I'm just going to punch around him, because obviously I do have the coordinating punch. You can get round him, which saves a lot of fussy cutting. So I'm going to punch him out. Then I'm going to do the body in the same punch. This is such a good punch, this one. Really, once you've got something like this, you can use it again and again and again. It comes out every year, and I think you can make different projects look different. So I like things like that. So there is the bunny body, and the other bits have just come out. And then I've got the bunny paws. So I think it goes up that way. I've got the wrong way up. So obviously it even matches the paws. So that is just so cute, because they're a bit fiddly. So I'm just going to try and keep those somewhere safe, the little paw bits. I'm just going to get all the little bits off my desk and hopefully not get rid of anything that I need. No, that's not the one that I need. No, that's rubbish. So I'm left with a bunny. So I've got a bunny body, a bunny head, and 2 little paws and a carrot. So for me, my bunny has been, he looks a little bit too clean. My bunny has been in the garden or something, digging up carrots. So I wanted him to have a little bit, kind of a little bit more kind of lived in almost. I've got a sponge here somewhere. I just want to sponge around his body. So I've just got a little bit of a sponge there. And all I'm going to do is take a little bit of ink, dab it off. I only don't want too much, so it's quite important that you dab off on some card. And I just want him to have a little bit of character. I don't know. But mine's been in the dirt, so he's been digging around a bit. So I just got a bit of early espresso here ink, and I'm just going to very gently and lightly dab around him. And I might even bring one of his ears with a bone folder, one of his ears, or both of his ears actually, but you could bend them over, you can make him look as if he's really been in the wars, you could do anything really, you know, make him look real as if he's got a bit of character and a bit of life. But if I went straight on there, it'd be too much. So that's why you've got to really dab off a bit. So I wanted to make him look as if he's looked a little bit like he's been digging. I'm just going to go round him quickly. And he looks a lot better now. He doesn't look so clean now, and I'm going to have to carefully go over the paw bits, because the paw bits should really be the dirtiest part of him if he's been digging up carrots. But I think I'm going to try and make it so he's carrying the carrot or holding the carrot. So we're getting there now. So I thought my bunny was going to sit about here, and he's going to have a carrot on him, holding a carrot. So I'm going to stick my bunny. I'm actually going to use some. Oh, I had some 3D foam here somewhere. Where's the? There, they've gone. There we go. So I'm just going to put him. I'm going to put him with a dimensional. Just one on the body, that would be fine for me. I haven't got a post-it or anything this, so I'm putting my bunny on top, and then I want one for his head. So I'm just going to stick his head on. So there we go. So the clip's kind of behind his ears. So there's my little bunny, and I just want him to be holding a carrot. Now, quite how I'm going to do that, I don't know, but let's just give it a go. And I'm going to take a dimensional. I'm going to just cut it in half, because I want his paws to be quite as if he's giving you a carrot. So I'm just going to cut that in half. I know it's a bit fiddly, and they are already fiddly. And go like that, somehow. Then I'm going to put it, ooh, gone flying. Oh, it's on my top. So his paws are, one's holding it, carrot, like so. Another one, oh, that isn't done. If you're careful with it, you can just peel it off. That's not going to work that way, is it? Let's just try it the other way. So I'm going to have it so he is somehow holding it. Didn't think that bit through very well, but yeah, sometimes this is how I craft. So, you know, you're never quite sure of how you're going to be, you know, working some days. So I thought he was going to have it like that, and almost like that. Oh, his paws should be up a little bit, I think. So he's holding that like that. There you go, that makes sense. So there's my little rabbit, and he's holding a carrot. I put gingham DSP on the sides of it, so I'm really pleased with how that turned out. It looks quite cute. So I do have a blog, so you can head over to my blog. I've got lots of inspiration over there. Crafts to Enjoy. I've got the same on. I have the same username or same channel name, Crafts to Enjoy, on my Facebook page, and there's a lot. I do Facebook regular Facebook live, usually on a Monday evening about 9 o'clock. And don't forget, if you like my video today, to click on the subscribe button and press the little bell, so you can, every time I post a video, it will come up so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you soon. If there's anything in the future finally you'd like me to do, or you think, oh, I've got this coming up, or you'd like me to, I've got an idea for you, or you're stuck with something you'd like to make, just let me know. Just drop us a line, and I'll try and help you out. Hope to see you soon. Happy crafting. Have a good day. Bye bye.